Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky here on this fine Thursday. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to episode number 33 of the RTG. If you could, start things off as you mean to go on, let's show the support on the episode. 5,000 likes is your overall goal. Let's see that. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Click the little notification bell. It means that you'll get a little pop-up whenever a new video goes live and you won't miss it. And you can become part of the early gang who comments quickly. I like those guys. They're my favorite, if I'm honest. So anyway, moving on into today's episode, we have got lots to do. Essentially, there's some things that happen within this episode which means I couldn't have pushed this one on to tomorrow and done my rewards for you today. I do apologize for that, but rewards will be coming tomorrow. I'm sure you've got lots of people's rewards you can check out today, and then just look forward to mine as an extra tomorrow. But yeah, I logged on to FUT and they'd given me a few things. I don't really know what all these things were. We get the Global Series kits. And luckily enough for my friends at FootWiz, theirs is the kit which actually walked out. Now, I've had this kit for a week or two because I was fortunate enough to be granted that kit from FootWiz. But yeah, so I had that one as a duplicate that I had to discard, but everything else is I got as well, like the hashtag kits and stuff. And they all look great this year, so GG's to all of the pro teams for getting their kits in the game. That must be such a cool feeling, I have to admit. I would absolutely love that, and I actually am really proud of my mates at FootWiz whenever I see their kit popping up. So yeah, GG's to them all round. Now, we did start the Mukiele objective yesterday, and obviously yesterday's title was, is he worth it? You know, like, that was really the question, is should I be grinding out this objective mode to try and unlock this card? Is it actually worth it in the long run? Well, once again, we sort of come up against somebody who I guess he thought after the first few minutes that maybe I was going to win. I don't know. Did it look too difficult for him? But he quits at 0-0. It's a shame, but it doesn't give me a loss or anything like that, so I guess it doesn't matter. We can just move on. It just wastes a few minutes. Like, if you really are desperate to quit and get an easier game, maybe just score an own goal for your opponent. That would be ideal anyway. So we go into the next one, and there might be some games here that I've completely just like pulled out, like if I got absolutely smashed, or if it was a game where I was losing and then I quit or something. Maybe I didn't put them in, but yeah, like, these are friendly game modes, so essentially I'm just trying to get my objectives done, and obviously if I can win at the same time, that's a bonus, because that is another one of the objectives. But I think I was definitely going about this all wrong. By the way, what a goal that is from Zidane, and I think that was a Mendy cross, so that probably counted as one of the crosses with a French defender, or I don't know what it is, but there's lots of stuff to think about when you're doing these objectives, and I think that got the better of me a little bit, because this as a friendly objective wasn't friendly for me. Like, during the first part of this session, it was just stress. It just felt really sweaty, and I wasn't getting the crosses done, which was annoying me, because I was trying to use Mukiele at right mid, and it's like, you know what, actually I do need to take a different stance with this. I tried to literally just do it as a normal player would, you know, go in and play against the opponent, see what happens. Another guy quits on me at 0-0 after 18 minutes this time. But yeah, like, I think when I put it out on Twitter, you guys gave me, and actually in the comments yesterday, you gave me such good feedback about, like, you know what you need to do is you need to try and be nice to people. Maybe give them some goals, let them get some of their stuff done. They'll then in turn let you get your stuff done. So that's what I decided to do in this match. You know, I let him go 1-0 up. Eventually, he went 4-1 up. We went one goal each to begin with, and then I think once he got a sniff of the lead, he decided, you know what, I'm going to be an arse and I'm going to just win this game. And I wasn't having that. So when I was 4-1 down and he was just try-harding, I was like, you know what, I'm actually going to beat you. So I made it my absolute mission to win this game. I don't care about the objective at this point. I just want to get the victory in this game. And of course, if I do get the win, then that's another win, which is an objective. So yeah, you know, perfect storm. Now, we're 4-3 down here at halftime, so we did get 2 goals back. I then cross it in with a Bundesliga player and get my goal with a Frenchman. So, again, that's multiple objectives getting completed. And then the perfect balance in life was restored when I actually got my goal to go 5-4 up. However, look at the goal that I end up conceding. Oh my god, I was about to be so triggered, it was unreal. But in the 88th minute, it couldn't feel much better than getting the victory right at the end. And yeah, your players can fall to the ground, buddy, because I I took that W and I ended up winning. So that kind of felt good after being let down by somebody. You know, come on, if you're gonna help, if someone's gonna help you out and you're gonna let them get the first goal as well, then just help each other out. Don't be that guy. Anyway, so we got some stuff done there. We go on into the next match, and again went in with the intention of, hey, let's just be friendly. So this guy was so much more like happy to do it, and once we'd got enough like crosses and stuff, once we got to 5-all, once we'd got our objectives done each, we just started playing for fun, all right, trying to see who would actually end up coming away with the victory. It was 5-all, so it was level pegging. I guess I could have been a little bit nastier to him and got it up to 6-5 and then carried on from there, but I didn't really want to be that guy. I wanted it to be level playing field, and we were 7-all after 90 minutes, so unfortunately that's a bit of a waste of time, because now we got to go to extra time, and I'm pretty sure that in the friendly game modes, it doesn't end up going to penalties. So, I mean, he gets a goal in the 123rd minute when there was only 121 minutes to be played. But it doesn't matter, right? He comes away with the dub. So, he ends up getting the better of me in that game. But we got all the crosses done. And that felt so good. All right, so we now got 3 out of 5 things done. We just need a few more Bundesliga goals. And then I think 3 more wins is what we actually need. But as like, that was where I wanted to stop for that little session, because it was night time. I wanted to go to bed, I think. I can't remember what time it was when I finished that session anyway. But yeah, I got a few things done. So I was like, yeah, this is a good time to stop. We'll come back to it tomorrow, which for you was yesterday. And then see if we can actually finish this guy off and get him in our squad. Because I kind of want to use him. He looks like a really good card. So I've unlocked some more stadium trophy thingies. Don't know what I've got. I've got birthday cakes all around my pitch at the moment, and my stadium is now pink and purple again. I don't know, it gets changed all the time, but we've got some little packs here because the Mukiele objective does actually offer out little packs per objective that you get done. So sometimes they can be really good and you can get quite lucky. Sometimes you can get duplicate untradables from a 1-player pack, and that's just how it goes. But you don't expect anything from this, right? You're doing the objective to get the objective player. You're not doing it to hopefully get something in the pack. But again, you'll take it if you get it. We get a little Zagadou there and a Saka from Arsenal. And then in the Electrum Players pack, I'm pretty sure this is nothing as well, just non-rare again. Yeah, you can tell by the front of the pack that that's going to be a non-rare. And I think I end up getting some sort of Libertadores player in the pack. Yeah, there we go. So, that was that part done. UEFA Marquee Matchups came out, wanted to get that done as well, which was so much better this time around, not having UCL cards as requirements. However, I think the packs were slightly worse than the last batch, when we did need the UCL cards, and UCL cards are no longer like crazy expensive, so I would actually prefer if going forwards we get the better packs and it did require UCL cards, because I think we're all starting to accumulate some of them in our club, so I would like the slightly better packs, please. Thank you very much. So we get UEFA Marquee Matchups done. It gives us 3 packs to open. Hopefully we can get something good, and one of the packs that we get here today is one of the reasons why I couldn't show you my rewards today and then almost like go back in time for this episode to then be on Friday. The first pack we open is a rare gold pack. We've also got about 60,000 coins chilling in the club right now, which is nice, but we get ourselves no walkout, but boards, and it looks as though we're getting an inform, and we end up getting a Spanish cam from RB Leipzig, which is Dani Olmo, which is why, like, he's not in packs anymore, so it's kind of late me showing it to you today, let alone on Friday, when there'll be a completely new Team of the Week in packs. So, yeah, we, you know, we packed him whilst he was in packs still, you know, because up until 6 p.m. Wednesday, he was in packs. We also got an Azpilicueta in that as well. So not a bad 25k pack. That's probably 15 or 16k made right there, just from those two players alone, making this marquee matchups definitely worth it. Little David Luiz in the next pack. Maybe you hope for a little bit better there. Because what was this one? This was a rare mixed. So yeah, I mean, that could literally, you would hope for slightly better than 80 rated on the gold side of things there. But again, doesn't matter too much. And we do end things off with our boards from UEFA Marquee Matchups. We get ourselves a German centre-back from Bayern, which is going to be Süle. So I can sell him for like 4.5k instantly. And I've already got like Alaba, Klosterman. I've got some good first owner centre-backs in that league who actually I kind of want to try out as my main centre-back duo, you know. And actually we're going to get to some of this in a moment in the video. Right now, actually, I decided to change the objective team up because now what I needed to focus on was getting the wins. I'm at 3 out of 6 wins. So what I'm going to do is build the back part of the team, the defensive line, as my Bundesliga 5 players, and then have a stronger team up front. All right, so I bought myself Champions League versions of Neuer and Alphonso Davies, because people say good things about Davies, and I struggle against him when I play him. So I wanted to see how I would get on without Varane, without Joe Gomez and stuff like that, and see, you know, just see how we did. So those guys come out of the team, and in comes Alphonso Davies, in comes Neuer, and we're going to put Klosterman in there with Alaba, and then this Mukiele is going to come out, and because we're playing friendly mode, we can just use our lone Mukiele, and he won't actually take up any games either, and so we're already using like the best version of this player. And Klosterman goes into defense. I go out and buy some like chemistry styles for these guys. I think I got Sentinel for Klosterman and Davies, and I think I don't put anything on this Mukiele, but when we unlock the real one later, I'll stick a shadow on him. So yeah, essentially this is what I do with a team. Corentin Tolisso is going to come off the pitch as soon as possible and be replaced by, I think, Varane. And then I put Varane in defense and move Alaba to CDM just for these games. Normally I wouldn't do that, obviously. But yeah, we end up needing 3 wins, and I think we need like 5 goals with Bundesliga players. So my aim here was to get my 3 wins and then play one more game after that, and hopefully my opponent needed to do some objectives. I would let him score and get the win, and then I'd get my goals with Bundesliga players. But oddly enough, this guy, even in a friendly mode, decided to, once, you know, he got it back to 2-1 with Ben Yedder. Good goal, solid goal. And we were having quite a tough game at this point. Could have gone either way, but I'm just sweating out for the victory here. And then I get a goal there with Mbappe to restore my 2-goal lead. We're back up to 3-1. And then I think I get a kind of a lucky goal. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, but we'll take it there. And that is Ousmane Dembele, I think, scoring the goal. Yeah, Ousmane scores. So we're 4-1 up, and this guy decided to, at this point, rubber band his controller so that he didn't quit or anything. I don't know. Either way, I brought on Hwang Hee-chan. I scored all the goals I needed with my Bundesliga players, and we ended up winning like 14-1, which was fine by me. You know, I'd rather that than him quitting, because it meant I got my other objective done. So just 2 wins needed now. We've done every other objective for this player. From the next pack from that, we end up getting a non-rare again. Little Zappa Costa. I think a Roma right back, is it? Did I see the Roma badge? Oh, no. It's Genoa, I think is the correct badge there. I get them mixed up all the time, though. And then I come up against this, and I'm like, oof. Yeah, the top 6 players in his squad there are pretty good. So I was probably going to lose. But actually, for the first time in this entire objective, this guy let me get the first goal. And therefore, we had a great game. He messaged me saying, can you help? I said, I only need the win. So he said, don't worry, you get the win. And I let him get all of his crosses. I let him do whatever he wanted. And then he allowed me to win the game. We actually had a really good second half where he just allowed me to stay a couple of goals up each time. And then we were just playing for fun. So GG's to that guy for one. Yeah, just for keeping the promise of letting me win, I guess, at that point. But we go into what is hopefully our final game. We went 1-0 up, but my opponent equalised. And I think this guy had pretty much everything done as well and was just going for the victory. He ends up going 2-1 up, annoyingly. All right, so now we're losing. I thought, should I maybe quit? If he gets another one, I'll quit. If I get another one, I'll stick with it. I got the next goal, got it back to 2-2, and then just a few minutes later, I get really lucky with a rebound there. Ousmane Dembele scores the goal, and we're 3-2 up. So I feel like, yeah, I can win this match. I'm in it now for the long haul, and Mbappe makes it 4-2 just before half-time. And once again, I don't think this guy quit either. We end up in the second half, 75 minutes on the clock. I just intercept with Alaba, get through with Mbappe, and score the goal. That's going to be all she wrote. That's going to be finally this objective done. I think I took so much longer than everybody else. But now I realise, now I know the way. I know that I have to get the difficult parts done by being friendly with my opponents, and then we can sweat for the wins afterwards. And I guess that's pretty much how everyone does it, right? So yeah, welcome to the club. Record breaker? Rule breaker. Mukiele, 84 rated, and he has had his defending and his pace rule broken, I guess. So he's got a lot more pace now. 89 pace, 85 dribbling, 77 defending, and 83 physical. So the defensive stats are going to be a little bit suspect, I guess. But with the right chemistry style, aka maybe a sentinel or a shadow, we're going to be just fine with a player like this at fullback, I think. So yeah, essentially, I'm really happy with how that defense is, and I've got this thing in my head, right? How bad could it be if I aim to get 14 to 17 wins on the weekend league? How much worse am I going to be with the Bundesliga defense than I would be with these really expensive defenders in Joe Gomez, in Varane, in Mendy? Like, do I really need them? How much of a difference do they make? So I think for this weekend league, depending on what I get in red picks and whatnot, I think I'm probably going to sell my expensive defense, go Bundesliga at the back to try that out, maybe even try out a new formation in the narrow 4-1-2-1-2, and you can see a little bit more about how that's going to be right now, simply by... You know, I'm putting the shadow on Mukiele. I think my back four is actually going to be, or back five is actually going to be that you see on screen. And then there's also the fact that I'm going to go out and buy a Goretzka, because he would be a great box-to-box midfielder in that 4-1-2-1-2. Even if we stuck with the 4-2-2-2, he'd be a good CDM for our squad. And he would get a strong link to both Alaba and to Klosterman. And I think those two are a good partnership. What do you think? Again, I spent an extra 500 coins to get the blue version rather than the gold one. I guess it just makes the team look a little bit cooler. I don't know. What do you think? Do you prefer the gold or the blue? So I switched my squad up right now to a 4-5-1. And this is exactly how it's lining up at the moment, all right? So you can ignore the Trent and Wijnaldum and stuff. They'll come out eventually. But I want the back five to be this. And then also Goretzka to come in here, get strong links there so he doesn't need any more chem. You need to swap around like Fatty and stuff like that. Eventually, I think I work it out properly and end up swapping Dembele and Fatty right there. And then we could put Dembele on 7 chem over at right mid. And then I think that's how it's got to go anyway. Yeah, like this. So I need 2 more players. And they both need to be midfielders if we're going to go with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So we need a defensive midfielder and another box-to-box. I'm thinking maybe Rule Breakers Llorente. That could work really well for us. And then, I don't know, we could go for like Frankie de Jong again or something like that. Maybe that could work. Or if we were going to stick with a 4-2-2-2, I need a defensive midfielder to play alongside Goretzka and then another attacker. So again, that could be Llorente, and then we could just shove Hazard back in the squad or something like that. We'll find out, but I think we could make some big money this week on the just relinquishing those expensive players and having money in our club and selling them at the right time. Because what I can totally do right now is wait until the weekend league starts, I think, before I even sell Varane, before I sell like Joe Gomez, and their prices, hopefully, after rewards and stuff, will have crept up because I've already got the new defense. It's super cheap. I don't know. Let me know what you think to that. Am I downgrading the team too much? Should I be spending the money in a different area, like my attack? Let me know down below. Hit me with a thumbs up. 5,000 likes is your target. Keep showing that support by hitting the thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below, everyone. Take it easy, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you with rewards tomorrow. Peace.